Hey everybody, Seanymous and B-Rye here, and right now it's our Summerslam review. We don't normally do these. I watch a lot of wrestling, as you can probably tell. I'm wearing a Macho Man shirt right now.
Oh yeah.
And you haven't watched wrestling in how long?
About a decade and a half. It was when Macho Man and Hulk Hogan and Bret the Hitman Hart were all in there, and a little bit around the whole Mankind, The Rock, a little bit of that.
So it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
Alright. So overall, what did you think of it?
I liked it. It was entertaining. Like it still looks like the same old wrestling that we knew and loved back when, but different characters that I have no clue about, except for a few of them, like Brock Lesnar. You know.
Yeah.
A couple of them. I really liked the Demon. What was his name?
Oh, Finn Balor?
Finn Balor, yeah. So is he just like he has different personalities? Sometimes he wrestles regular style, like it's just him, and then sometimes he's a demon?
Basically, he just dresses up like that on pay-per-views sometimes.
Okay.
Not really.
It's like a persona he puts on?
Kind of. I guess. I'm not really sure what the story is on it. I just know that for special events he wears it.
Okay.
Sometimes.
So I like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I liked, that's what I liked about wrestling back when, it was the whole comic book supernatural feel to it.
Yeah.
Like there was, The Undertaker, you had, all these things that were happening that it was just more along the lines of comic book sense of like, it just happens because it happens.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's a little bit more realistic in the sense where they're wrestlers. There are some that have some paranormal connections. I saw what was his name? Brett Frey?
Bray Wyatt?
Bray Wyatt, yeah, there we go. That guy. The weird guy who bends his over backwards and walks towards people on his hands. And
facing Finn Balor.
Yeah. That match interested me because it seemed more like on the supernatural comic book side of what I liked.
This is probably your first pay-per-view?
No, the first pay-per-view ever was WrestleMania 20, I think.
I wasn't there.
All I remember is that Bret the Hitman Hart won that year.
So that was quite a while ago.
Yeah, it was quite a bit ago.
Okay.
It was one of my friends from school. I got to spend the night at his house and watch WrestleMania on pay-per-view. Something I never got to do in my house.
Yeah.
But I think it's been that long since I've watched a pay-per-view event like that.
Yeah. So, we had a bunch of friends over at my place.
Mm-hmm.
Got some pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Missed the pre-show because the pay-per-view started at 5 because for some god-awful reason they got to make these like 5 hours long. That's just way too much wrestling because
towards the end, we didn't exert any energy, but we felt so drained afterwards.
Yeah. But pay-per-view started off with John Cena versus Baron Corbin.
Mm-hmm.
That was not a good match.
No.
John Cena did not give a fuck. It looks like Baron Corbin is in the doghouse right now. And John Cena went over clean as a sheet.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's not really much to say about it. It was really boring. The next match. Do you remember the next match?
No. Was it? No, it was, was it Natalya?
Was it Natalya and Naomi?
I think so. I want to say it was Natalya.
Yeah, it was Naomi versus Natalya. Women's wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
It's good women's wrestling.
Yeah, it was really good to watch. I mean, they had a lot of energy. They were throwing just as many punches and elbows as the men. So
yeah.
It was cool to see.
So that's the new thing, like, since you stopped, since the last time you watched. Last time you watched, the women were used more of, like, eye candy.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Except for China.
Now they're actually wrestlers, and they're really good at it. It's awesome watching them.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the times they have the better match of the night. This was a really good match. Natalya won with submission. What did you think of Naomi and her entrance?
That was
the glow in the dark stuff.
Oh, that was really weird. It was cool visually.
Uh-huh.
It would have been a lot better if it was only 10 seconds long rather than 45 seconds. It just seemed like too much.
I can see that. It's a good match. We were all surprised that Natalya won. And
we all had our cards as to what our predictions were and everything, and the people I didn't know, I was just like, Natalya sounds like a winner's name. Sure.
Yeah. If we had just gone through and just like winners and losers, he would have won.
Yeah.
We had other stuff
We had prop bets.
Prop bets and all, side bets and all that. So, next match after that was Big Show versus Big Cass with Enzo stuck in a cage. This is dumb and boring and bad.
It was so ridiculous. And Enzo decides to strip off his clothing, oil himself up with lube that he had in his pocket, wriggle out of the bars, climb down, get kicked in the face and knocked out. Nothing ever comes of that.
Yep.
It
was bad.
Yeah.
Not good.
Wasn't Enzo and Cass on good terms before?
They used to be a tag team. Then about maybe a month ago, they broke up. Cass was getting pissed off at Enzo for losing all the time, and he was basically beating the shit out of him in the back. And
I remember watching a lot of promo stuff with them in it, where they were talking about, because Enzo talks a lot.
Yeah.
That's why I was confused. I'm like, is that the same dude? I don't know.
Yeah. I wish they would have turned Enzo heel here. He's got nothing to offer except for being a punching bag and being someone that could talk. Even though he was terrible at talking tonight. I don't know what he was talking about, but the crowd was not reacting to it at all.
No. Not even his little fucking shimmy dance.
Yeah.
It was...
Next up, Randy Orton versus Rusev, which was also terrible because everybody... All my friends, we love Rusev and hate Randy Orton.
Rusev... RKO, I know him.
Yeah.
Not really a fan, but just seeing Rusev for the first time, at least that I can recognize, that's my first time seeing him in action. Yeah, he's fucking cool. He looked like Zangief, from Street Fighter.
Yeah, Rusev is awesome. You'd like him. There was one time he was talking to this one guy, he's called Big E. He's like, why do you call yourself Big E? That makes no sense. You don't see me going around calling myself Handsome Rusev. So Rusev is awesome, but all that happened is bell rang, RKO, 1, 2, 3, Randy Orton wins.
That was
end of the match.
Quick.
It's quick and terrible because they had to have Enzo talking. They had to have some stupid package for some of the matches later on. It was dumb. Then got another women's match, Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks. Both women's matches had title changes. Sasha Banks won. In another really good match.
Yeah, that one was great. When she had that move where she was hanging off the back of her.
Yeah.
And then just dropped her right on the forehead into the mat.
Gave her like an Alabama slam right into the corner.
And the way they kept smashing their heads into the turnbuckles was...
Yeah.
Ugh.
You could tell, in real life that they don't like each other. Sasha does not like Alexa Bliss at all because Alexa Bliss kind of just came to this later in life, whereas Sasha grew up with wrestling, and for some reason that pisses Sasha off.
Yeah, because she's related to the Harts, right? Or
No,
she has a heart?
No, that's Natalya.
Natalya, okay. Right,
Sasha was just a wrestling fan growing up.
Okay.
They don't like each other, and you could tell it watching this match because they were not protecting each other at all. It was a really good match. Sasha Banks won. After that, match you liked, Demon Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt.
It was just cool. He was... At first, when Finn Balor came out, it looked ridiculous because it was that headpiece that he had.
Yeah.
One of our friends kept saying, he just has ropes tied to his head. What the fuck is that? This would be cool, tentacles or something,
Yeah.
But once he took that off and it was just the paint and whatever, he was kind of moving around and all shifty through the mist and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool. I like this.
It was a good match.
I just don't like the other guy.
As someone who watches the show, both these guys are great, but they don't give the writers, the people who make the show, don't ever give us a reason to like these guys this past few months. One of them's always losing, the other one is just kind of boring in a way. But they had a good match, and people still like these guys for some reason. I don't understand it. I still like them in a way, too, so I guess I'm part of the problem. But I didn't care about this match, but I liked it.
I follow Funko Pop Figures on Facebook, and they always have these contests, and it was cool, because, just after that match, they had a new one that had Finn Balor's demon thing, or whatever. I'm like, that's really cool. It looked awesome.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, check that out. It's one of the coolest Pop Figures I've seen.
Yeah, maybe we put up a picture of Demon Finn Balor.
Okay, I'm going to put it up right now. And it's gone.
Alright. After that, tag team match, Cesaro and Sheamus versus Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. This is where things started to pick up, with the matches getting better, the crowd responses getting better. One of the best moments of the match took place off screen, not even off screen, just out of the ring, when Cesaro just runs out into the crowd, grabs someone's beach ball, and just tears it up. Because beach balls are dumb. Stop bringing them to the wrestling shows. Watch the shows. Stop playing with your beach ball. I hope Cesaro doesn't get any flack because it was an American flag beach ball. So I hope he doesn't catch any shit for that. Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose win. Good match. Lots of back and forth. Dean Ambrose gets taken out real early with a bro kick by Sheamus, which makes them, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, have to fight underneath, even though these guys are like former world champions. And it should be the better team.
Were you saying this is Sheamus' last bout?
I think so. He's supposed to be going to film a movie at some point. I don't know if he's already done it or if he's going to.
If he's done or taking a break from it or something.
Yeah. I enjoyed that match. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, it was a good one.
After that, AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens, with Shane McMahon as special guest referee. I really wish we could just see AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens with no bullshits, just a straight-up match, and one clear winner. Didn't get it here again. It was a really good match, though. Shane McMahon got into it, or he got dragged into it, rather.
He kept getting knocked out of the ring.
Yeah. There's one point where Kevin Owens is down, and AJ Styles goes to jump off the top rope to land on him, and then Kevin Owens drags Shane McMahon on top of him.
Yeah. He ends up catching elbows to the back. Knees to the back. Yeah. Looked like it hurt.
Yeah. But this match is what it was. It's setting up the bigger angle that they see, which is Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon going forward. AJ Styles won after a elbow and a Styles clash. It's a good match, but
I was impressed with AJ Styles. I like him. He's kind of cool.
He's one of the best wrestlers right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And he's almost 40 years old.
Yeah, you guys are saying that. I'm like, oh, shit, he's towards the end of a career rather than the beginning. Like,
oh, yeah.
But, I mean, shoot, as an almost 40-year-old, he's jumping in there with the best of them. I mean...
Yep. After that, it slowed down again. Had Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Jinder Mahal won after distractions, and I hate this. I'm tired of seeing Jinder's champion. I don't like the build-up they had with him. I don't like how he was just a jobber, and then they just gave him the title. And then I don't like how he's only a bad guy because he's a foreigner.
Yeah.
I really dislike that. It's lazy.
It's like the Iron Sheik all over.
It's the same thing that... Yeah, it's... You haven't watched since, 1990.
Yeah.
But yet you could still recognize what this is. Because it's used over and over
the same
and
story
over.
It's just like comic books. It's the same stories forever.
It's lazy. It's dumb. And in this day and age, with everything that's going on in this world, we don't need foreign heels. Just because they're foreigners.
Unless they're North Korean. Then it's... But, yeah, seriously, it's more interesting to make your character... or your villain be a villain, not an ethnic stereotype.
Yeah.
Have them be villainous. Have them, shank somebody in the parking lot and, threaten to, kidnap their kids and shit. And it's like, fuck, this guy's insane.
Yeah. And they're doing it because they're expanding business into India. And while he's not from India, he's from Canada. His parents are Indian.
But his build is...
from India.
Yeah.
And I don't understand it. I don't understand how having this... portraying this person as a horrible person because they're from India as good business with India.
Yeah.
I don't understand it, but they're doing it.
They probably have some sort of thing where they're like, well, he's going to be better later. He's going to be more of a good guy later.
That's what I hope they're going to do. I don't know if that's actually going to happen.
Yeah.
That would mean they would have to do something creative.
It better not be done through, lazy writing of, he's just a good guy now. What's the story behind that? I mean,
it's very insulting to everybody. It's very racist. The last pay-per-view, the match that he was in was a Punjabi prison match. So the ring was filled around with a cage of bamboo. There's no fucking bamboo prisons in India. It's just a shitty stereotype what they're doing with him, and it sucks, and I hate it. I wish they would stop it.
Yeah. I really did want to see Nakamura win, though.
Nakamura is awesome. He has a great entrance.
I love when he does that bend over backwards, like hanging from the rope. He just seems like a wild, wacky dude.
He's very charismatic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
he loves his fingers and hands. You know jazz hands.
Yep. After that, the main event: Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns.
That one was fucking
Samoa Joe.
Crazy.
This is just an awesome, just sending out the biggest guys you have. Just let them go at it, doing monstrous things to each other, destroying everything.
Roman Reigns is like the smallest one there, though.
Roman Reigns, smallest one there.
He's still a big dude, but
supposed to be the biggest face in the match. The only one. He's the only one getting booed.
Yeah. I mean, you showed me when what was his name? The
Braun
Strowman.
Braun Strowman.
Yeah, the whole ambulance behind the scenes, the thing with him and Roman Reigns to try and like build sympathy towards Roman Reigns and have the fans rally behind. Nope. Didn't work.
Yeah, fans are pissed off at Roman because he beat Undertaker, retired Undertaker, WrestleMania, and instead of like the first night out, Roman Reigns was like, just came out, let everyone boo him for like 10 minutes, and it picked up the mic and all he said is, "This is my yard now," and he leaves. Great, that's awesome. And then the next week, he's being all sympathetic, and it's like, oh no, Vince watched the show last week. Got to get sympathy for him, so they have Braun Strowman just beat the shit out of him. Everybody's cheering, fans cheering.
I'm not done with you yet.
Yeah, then
that part.
They start wheeling him out on they got him on a stretcher. They're going to take him to the ambulance. Braun runs in, flips the stretcher off the ramp, and then the crowd is chanting, "You deserve it."
Mm-hmm.
They go to commercial break. They come back. They're finally getting him in the ambulance. All of a sudden, off screen, you hear, "I'm not finished with you yet." Braun Strowman climbs in the ambulance, starts beating the shit out of him even more. Mm-hmm. Climbs out of the ambulance, flips it.
Yeah.
Everybody
over on its side, just
instantly making Braun Strowman the biggest face in the company.
Mm-hmm. But everyone's cheering for him.
Yeah, everyone's cheering for him when they want everyone to be feeling bad for Roman Reigns. Didn't happen.
Mm-mm.
But this match, it was awesome. You saw Roman Reigns spear Brock Lesnar through a barricade.
Yeah.
You had Braun Strowman slam Brock Lesnar through two tables.
Not through one.
Two tables.
And then he flipped one on top of him.
And then flipped the other one on top of him. Braun Strowman threw basically a computer chair.
Yeah.
A big, rolling, nice, reclining chair. Just heaved it at Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns. In the end, Brock Lesnar hits the F5 on Roman Reigns, pins him 1, 2, 3. I wasn't excited to see Brock Lesnar retain. I'm tired of his run.
Yeah.
But, damn, that was an awesome match. I loved it. Mm-hmm. It was so much fun.
It was energetic. It was all the heavy hits. It was just... it was almost a repeat of the whole Roman Reigns thing, where he's just sitting there, Braun Strowman, he's just sitting there looking at Brock Lesnar on the ground underneath that desk, just looking at him as medics are rushing in, and, strapping him into the thing, and he's just watching it, just enjoying it. It's like, God, that's a villain, that's a bad guy,
No, he's not a villain. He's my hero.
Oh, I'm just saying. That's how you write. So you want people to like the villain because he's the villain.
Yeah.
You love to hate him.
Yeah. Overall, the pay-per-view wasn't that good. It was very middling. Most of the matches were bad.
But it was a good match.
The last match was awesome, and I had a lot of fun hanging out with all my friends, watching stupid wrestling. So yeah. I think we'll have to do it again sometime.
I'm definitely down for that. I'm going to have you catch me up on things in between and what's going on. I'm going to have to try and, I'm going to try to stay caught up this time.
Yep, I'll try to do it. So, I think that's it. That's our review of SummerSlam. Go ahead and subscribe to us. Give us a like. Comment on us. What you think. Tell us we're down for liking wrestling. Whatever.
Yeah.
We don't care. So.
We're going to keep doing this, and we're going to keep doing it some more.
Yep. So thanks for watching. See you guys next time.
See you later.
Bye.